G'day guys, Calvin, Coaching Company in New Zealand. We're talking about 3UZs, we're talking about reflashing 3UZ ECUs. And I'm going to show you an engine that's arrived recently that we're going to wire up and the sort of things that we get when we get supplied an engine over here. We do see the odd front cut, but it's more common just to get an engine conversion package. This one's a little bit more complete with a lot more stuff than we often see. This one was pulled out of a car here in New Zealand, and so they did include a few extra things. There's some stuff that's really important that you get when you're doing the conversion. That is what we received. So this is a UZS186 Crown engine. It's got the later 6-speed transmission. Just by looking at them, you can see they're physically got some differences about them, and the solenoid plug down here is quite a different unit. So that's got the little late model one with this little lock assembly on it, and then that lock thing unlocks the rest of the plug. We are going to be using that transmission in this particular swap with one of these transfer cases. That's a gearbox. That's transfer case, or this transfer case. I think we're going to be using this one actually. They did supply us with the airflow meter, which is the later model one's a little bit different to the earlies. They supplied us with a shifter, and again, a little bit different to the early ones. That's the 6-speed shifter. They supplied us with a pedal, which is good. We'll use that, or one similar to it. So that's the late Crown pedal assembly. This one, we've got things like the fuel pump resistor right there. Top of the strut towers, because they had the modulated suspension, the electronically controlled suspension. Sitting on the subframe still. That's how they pulled it out. You can see we've got a rear sump, catalytic converters, and the rear oxygen sensors. These are not going to be used. We're going to flash those off. In this case, we've got some front pipe as well. Factory 3UZ exhaust manifolds. There we go. So there we have the 3UZ. It's got the late throttle body on it, see, with the integrated TPS and throttle motor plug. It's all in one. Pretty normal with the rest of it being for the 3UZ. They're pretty reasonably similar to the early ones. A few little updates, like there's the quick release fuel line going onto it. Being 3UZ, the wiring loom comes off in the left hand front. You'll notice the aircon pump is different to earlier ones as well. Quite a different unit. In the wiring loom department, it comes down to the factory 3UZ box here. So that did have the ECU in it. I've already taken that out. I've already reflashed that ECU for this job. And then it runs up, and we've got this fuse box. We've got another fuse box. We've got some front loom. There's the lids. I'll just get them. Extra wiring. Extra wiring. Extra wiring. So there's quite a lot of extra stuff in this particular vehicle. Sometimes I have guys suggest that they want to use this stuff. Whilst it can be done, you end up with a lot of extra wiring, a lot of time that it isn't commercially viable to make it all work. This here is a fuse. So that's all your main fuses. There it is there. So there's the layout, and it's got a heap of fuses in that unit. Some relays, electronic power steer, headlamps, fans, starter. There's some fan relays down here. Those I see some fan relays. Dome, hazard horn, ABS. And in this one, we've got some more of the same. We've got a heap of fuses. And this unit here is actually a relay. That's the main EFI relay and a fuel pump relay. A second fuel pump relay. And again, there's another control unit there. That one is the front control, I think it's called. Front controller. There. So it does the headlight, horn, washers are in that unit there. This being a Crown engine, no power steering. So that is not fitted. This is an accessory idler bracket. So there's no passed air pump. So we're going to need to find a passed air pump for this job. That's airflow meter wiring. We've already covered the fuel pump resistor. So that's the factory fuel pump dual speed resistor. And you'll see over here we've got a heap more wiring. Another box. And you end up with a lot of stuff that just isn't required to complete this job. Oh, more relays. Looking at the engine too, oil filter housing. There's the 3UZ, the late Crown 3UZ, which is different to the earlier ones. I'm not sure that's going to fit our particular application actually. I think we might be okay. We might be okay. This particular job, I'll also do a video on fitting up a 2UZ sump onto this engine. All UZ sumps interchange between other engines, so it's no surprise that a 2UZ sump is going to fit onto this one, and it fit up really nice, and then it'll offset nicely for the FJ40 Cruiser. Interesting to note as well, on the transmission department, you'll notice there's no dipstick. So there's a special procedure for filling this transmission. There's bungs underneath. And a special way to do it. A few things of interest up in here too. This fella here, it's the solenoid for the breather for the fuel tank. These fellas, they're not sensors. On each side on the 3UZ. They are noise suppressors. Common as normal noise suppressor, just to stop for electrical interference in the electronics. I think that would normally go here like this. There's this little funny canister, sits here like this, and that confuses people as well. The rest of it is just a normal 3UZ, interchangeable with the earlier ones. Apart from the throttle body, most of that is just the same as an early 3UZ. Right, I'm going to get into this job here. I'm going to pull some wires off, change it round, and get it ready to be wired. So there's a bit of work before I really get into actually wiring the actual engine. So this is actually how we would normally see these engines. We often don't get all of that. They give us this piece. They give us the ECU. And they take their side cutters to those two plugs there. So we don't get that grommet. We don't get the box. We don't even get the box the ECU goes in, just the BCU hanging. And that's a pain in a vehicle like this, that I like to use the factory box in the factory position under the bonnet. This big wire here is alternator wiring, goes up to the fuse. This one at the back, that's to the starter motor, that's the main power to the starter motor. The triggers for the alternator are part of the main loom. This is the later model alternator with the 4-pin connector, not the earlier 3-pin. Overall, this is actually a pretty tidy, clean, tidy engine. Still got the pink injectors. This is going into a really old truck, which didn't have catalytic converters. But in the spirit of the cert rules, ideally when we fit it, it should have them. And this is kind of good for us, the fact that it's got the factory converters in it still, because I think we're going to be able to make those fit into this particular vehicle. These manifolds will fit nicely, though we might want to upgrade to some headers, but these do fit most chassis really, really well, or a lot of chassis. Oh no, being crown, no oil level sender on the back of the sump. Right, it's wiring time for me. We'll do an update in another video as we work our way through this one. It's going to be quite a long job, getting transfer cases and fitting it into the FJ40. So we'll talk to you again soon. Catch you later. You know, I reckon this video needs some footage of the engine running. I said I was going to do it in another one. I can't help myself. It's got to go in here. Check this out. I connected the relays and fuses in my new setup. This is my test unit, so it's sort of morphing. And we've put an accelerator pedal. I've used a Hilux one. That might even be a Hi-Ace one. So I use that. And I turn this on. Check light comes on. That's good. I've got a battery connected. I gave the throttle body a clean with my toothbrush. And we check that the throttle works. So here's the throttle. That's better. Yeah, that's good. We get something flammable. I reckon something flammable is what we need. I haven't even got a fuel pump connected yet. And then I touch this wire here because I haven't got a start relay in yet. Oh, that's why I like that. I think it might be a gear. It ran out of fuel.
What do you want me to do about it?
Hold the can? I don't need you to hold the can. I'm going to put a fuel pump on it. He's got the can now. Look, he's ready. He's loaded. No, we're doing... I'm actually going to connect the fuel pump now. It started in gear 2. Ah, don't you... We probably should put it in park.
I'm surprised it didn't pump any oil out.
You're surprised it didn't pump any oil out? Why are you surprised it didn't pump any oil out?
Transcooler?
There's a loop.
Oh.
I feed it back in.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I'm surprised, because it was already done.
Right, I'm going to put an intake on it. And then I'm going to test another ECU.
That's traction control. Durr.